believe he's done this, Sarah. I mean, it's been months now. How could my husband take my car and give it to his own mother? Doesn't he understand that I need to use it too?
I know, Emma. It's completely unbelievable. I mean, if he were my husband, I would have given him a piece of my mind about it all. Have you confronted him about it?
Yeah, I have. Multiple times. The first time I asked about it, he said it was a temporary arrangement and promised that his mom would return it soon. But that was months ago, and I still haven't gotten my car back. And since then, every time I even try to mention it, he just ignores me or gets super defensive about it, which always leads to an argument. I swear, every time I even think of mentioning it, he leaves the room or conveniently has to go out. It's like he can read my damn mind.
You probably have a tell or something. Like, your face probably gets all scrunched up like when you get mad or annoyed.
My face does not do that.
Yeah, it really does. It's kind of funny, to be honest.
Psst, you're lucky I like you.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be pulling that face at me.
I don't pull a face. Anyway, what should I do? I can't go much longer without my car. Trying to do chores like go grocery shopping or picking up Matthew is so much harder without being able to drive myself places. I'm having to use the bus, which is completely ridiculous. It's never on time, always crowded, and sometimes it even drives past the stop I need, or even after I've pulled the stop sign. There's one driver who I swear has it out for me. She never stops if she sees me running up to the bus. And even when I'm about to get on, she'll close the doors super fast that they almost squish me.
Huh. Well, she sounds like a right witch.
Tell me about it.
Look, in terms of your car, I think if your husband isn't willing to talk to you about it, and he keeps avoiding you, then you should go and get it back yourself.
Get it back myself?
Yeah, it's your car, so you have every right to go and get it. Your mother-in-law has no claim to it, and neither does Mark, I think. He didn't buy the car, did he?
No, it was definitely me. I signed the finance deals on it, so it's solely my property.
Well then, go and get your car back, girl. It's about time that you take it back, considering your mother-in-law has had plenty of chances and time to get her own car. She can't expect to just use yours for the rest of her life.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's been like 5 months already. I've given Susan plenty of time to sort something out for herself. If she hasn't done it by now, then it's her own fault. I need my car so that I can do everyday things. I'm fed up with carrying bags of food onto the bus only for Mark to complain that I've forgotten something, when in reality, I just couldn't carry anymore.
Well, let me know how it goes, okay? If you need backup, I'm here.
Thanks, Sar. You truly are a great friend. I'm lucky to have you. Once I have my car back, I'll even take you out for a little ride around whilst we sing terribly to our music. I've missed doing that with you.
Well, you can count me in. I've missed it too. I need to get my car karaoke on.
LOL, don't worry. It'll happen very soon.
Emma, what have you done? Why have you stolen my mom's car from her? I've literally just finished work, only to see that my mom has called me multiple times. I thought someone had died at first, but no, instead I find out that you've taken my mom's car from her. What's wrong with you?
Well, for starters, I've not stolen anything.
Then what do you call taking her car? She told me that you went around to her house, knocked on her door, and demanded that she give you her car keys. When she didn't, you simply stormed over to where they were and took them for yourself before driving off. Why would you do that?
Well, let me see. It could be because I was feeling particularly mean today and thought terrorizing your mom would be a fun way to spend my time. Or it could be because the car is actually mine. Or did you forget that? And for your information, I didn't demand that she give me the keys. And I didn't just storm in and take the keys for myself. I asked your mom, calmly and very kindly, if I could have my car back, as I have many things that I need to do and I need my car to get them done. She refused to give me the keys, saying that she needed the car more than I do, and she even tried to shut the door in my face. I think she's broken my toe, because my foot was in the way of the door. I'm actually in the hospital at the moment to see if it's broken. Anyway, once she did that, I had enough. I did make my way into her home, but I didn't push her or anything, and I didn't take anything except for my car keys.
Well, maybe if you hadn't been acting so rude and disrespectful, you wouldn't have broken your toe.
I didn't do anything. It was your mom who was acting rude and disrespectful.
She would never do that. But even if she was, I think it's understandable considering you just taken her car keys.
They are my keys. I was the one who bought this car. I'm the one who pays the finance on it, so I am allowed to decide who gets to drive it and when I can take it back.
Are you seriously being that selfish? My mom needs that car so that she can get around because hers broke down. I told you this months ago when I first gave my mom the car.
Yes, I know that. But you also said that she would only need it for a week or two, maximum. She's had it for over 5 months now.
Well, she's not been able to find a car that she likes the look or feel of. It's a complicated thing, buying a car, you know? So the least you could do is show her a little bit of sympathy while she finds the perfect car for her.
You say that every time you give your mom something of mine, like the sweater that I had bought myself a little while ago. Apparently, according to you, she said that she liked the sweater and so she took it for herself because, according to her, I could simply buy myself another one. Only that sweater was a one-of-a-kind item that I had ordered for myself from a little independent shop. It cost me $70, and when I went to order myself another one at my own cost, mind you, your mother never reimbursed me for the one she took, they were discontinued. And funnily enough, I've never seen your mom wearing that sweater at any instance that I've seen her.
You're not still going on about that sweater, are you? Look, it's just a stupid sweater. It wasn't a big deal. Besides, I don't know why you're getting so upset. You not want me to treat my mom nicely and help her out when she needs it?
Treating your mom nicely would be taking her shopping to buy her own clothes or to find a car that she can buy for herself, not giving her my things. Besides, I'm not upset that you gave her my sweater and my car. Well, I am, but I'm mainly upset that you did it without even asking me. Do you not see how that is a complete violation of my trust in you? If you're so willing to just take my things without asking and give them away, then how can I trust you with anything important to me? How will I know that you won't just give it to your mom if she decides that she likes it and that she wants it?
Well, yes, but it's my mom, so it's fine. She's a very important person to me, so I should be able to treat her to things and make her feel good, especially since my dad's death. My mom's been so sad and lonely since then, so I'll happily do anything to make sure that she cheers up and starts being happy again.
What? So you'd happily do whatever your mom asked you to, even if it meant upsetting me?
Yes, she's the most important woman in my life.
Oh my God. How could you say that? Do you not hear how horrible you sound? I mean, I get that she's your mom and all, and that she's an important person in your life. My mom is the same to me, but I'm your wife, so I should be quite important to you as well. Do you not care if I'm not happy?
Well, it's not that I don't care, but if it's between you and my mother, I'll always pick my mother. She did raise me after all.
Wow. You know what? I'm really learning a lot about you right now, and I'm not sure if I like it or not.
Well, regardless of if you do or not, you need to return the car to my mom. She needs it, so you'll just have to make do without it, okay?
No. I'm not just giving your mom my car.
As your husband, you have to do what I say. And I'm telling you to give your car to my mom.
You know what? Fine.
Huh?
You heard me. Your mom can have my car.
Well, that's good.
Yep, that's just how kind I am.
Well, after how upset you made my mom earlier, it's probably best if I come by and grab the car and drop it off to her house. I don't think she'll want to see you at the moment.
That's completely understandable. You can take it to her.
Well, okay then. Good to know that you can be a good housewife and listen to your husband every now and then.
Yep, LOL.
Well, I'll be home soon then to pick up the car. Just leave the keys by the door and I'll be as quick as I can. If you're lucky, I might be able to smooth over this whole thing with my mom and we'll be able to go back to normal. Just don't go being crazy again, okay? I really can't be dealing with it and all of your moods.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll see you soon then.
See you soon.
Haha, I win.
Huh? Susan? What are you on about?
As if you don't know, I've won. I got your car. It's mine now. You thought you were so smart coming and taking it back, but all I had to do was shed a few fake tears and whine a little bit, and my son went and got it back for me. LOL. You honestly had no hope of keeping it.
Oh, that's okay. You can have it.
I don't need your permission to have the car. I know I can have it. I can have whatever I want of yours. All I have to do is ask my son to get it for me.
Yes, well, Brandon's just had a nightmare, so I need to go and calm my son down and put him back to bed. You can keep gloating if you want, but I'm not going to be able to respond as I've got much more important things to do.
You can try and act all high and mighty if you want, but we both know that you're incredibly annoyed that I've won once again. Just like with that horribly ugly sweater. Did you know that I threw that sweater away? I thought it was so ugly. I only wanted it because you had it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, why aren't you more annoyed then?
I told you, I've got more important things going on in my life than being bothered by you. I'm simply just not going to let you get to me.
Huh? Well, whatever. I don't need to rub it in anyway. I'm classier than that.
You keep thinking that.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. You don't have to worry about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the car. Good night, Susan.
Whatever. You'll crack eventually.
So you just gave her your car? Are you crazy? Now she's going to think she can keep messing with you no matter what.
Don't worry, Safi. I've got it all planned out. Just sit back and watch the show.
Oh, you sound devious. I look forward to seeing what you conjure up.
Hopefully it all goes to plan. I mean, I've already implemented the first part of it.
What do you mean?
Well, to officially give Susan my car, I've had to make sure that all of the paperwork is in her name as well. She needs to be the main car holder, and she has to take over all of the payments for the car too. And it's got quite a while left for the payments, considering it was a relatively new car when I bought it.
Oh, wow, that's hilarious. So she's going to have to take over all of the payments?
Or have the car repossessed.
LOL, she won't be happy about that.
No, definitely not. But that's not the only thing I'm going to do.
What else do you have in mind?
Well,
Emma, why is there no food in the house? I've literally got nothing for breakfast. Have you not done any shopping recently? Also, why isn't Brandon at school? Didn't it start at like 9?
yeah, it did. And no, I've not been shopping
Well, why not?
because I can't get to the shops.
What do you mean you can't get to the shops?
Well, I have no car, so I can't drive to the shops to get the groceries. The same goes for taking Brandon to school and doing anything else outside of the house, really.
But you can use the buses, can't you? You did for ages. Why can't you use them now?
Well, I'd love to, but you see, the bus routes have changed. Not to mention they're on strike for the next few days. Or was it weeks? Well, it doesn't make a difference considering they no longer swing by the stops I'd usually get off at.
What do you mean they've changed the stops?
Exactly what I said. They no longer go the route to the shops. The closest stop is about 30 minutes away on foot. The same is for Brandon's school. And both me and Brandon don't feel comfortable walking all by ourselves in the early morning to get the bus. I mean, it takes an hour just to get to the closest stop, and another 30 minutes on top, and we'd have to leave the house at 7:30 to get to school on time.
But that's ridiculous.
I know, that's exactly what I thought. So because we don't have a car, me and Brandon will just have to stay home.
Can't you get a taxi?
Every day, twice a day. Do you know how much that would cost?
Okay, so you can't do that.
Nope. If only I had a car so that I could complete these errands. Oh well, we don't have the money to buy a second car.
I can see what you're doing, and it's not gonna work.
What's not going to work?
You're trying to guilt trip me because I made you give your car to my mom.
I would do no such thing.
Yeah, look, I get it, okay? I'll try and get the car back off of her so we can go back to a normal routine. I don't like the fact that we've got no food and Brandon's not at school, so obviously we need to rectify this, and if the bus and taxis are out, then the only other option is to get the car back.
Well, what a great idea.
Please, I'm sorry, okay? Please stop being so sarcastic. I messed up. I shouldn't have let my mom manipulate me like she did. I should have stood up for you.
Look, I'm not going to say that everything is okay, because it's not. You siding with your mom like that really hurt me, and it broke my trust in you. If we want to be a strong couple, we need to stand together, through thick and thin. I still love you even though you can be a pain in the backside. So I'm willing to try going to couples therapy with you.
Okay, I'm willing to try. For you.
Thank you. Now go and get our car so I can get some food. I'm starving.
Yes, ma'am.
Just like we promised, me and Mark went to couples therapy to try and work through our problems together. It was a lot of hard work, but we eventually discovered that most of our problems stem from one person, Mark's mother. After discovering that, we both promised to be a strong front when dealing with her, and so far, it's worked out great. We are much happier now that she isn't controlling our relationship. Even though what Mark did was wrong, sometimes it's better to work through your problems together and not to give up on the relationship, especially if you still love the person.